Good afternoon. Good eye. Good morning. Hello. Hello there. Hi, Banjo Kazooie. Squee! Hi, it's Tuesday, the something of April. So I haven't really been filming. I haven't done much for the last few days other than generally just like dissociating and like doing this. I don't know how to be a human being. You know, we're the only living beings that have to pay to be alive. How fucked up is that? Sometimes I genuinely don't know how to function as a human being. Like, what do people do? What do people do all day? Is it just that people are so concerned, like you have to have a job and you have to make money, go to the gym, have a family, hang out with people? But if you don't do all those things, what do you do? Other than just placate your time by watching Netflix and reading books. I kind of just feel like that's just numbing yourself, like in the same way that like drinking is, or like taking substances. I don't know. I go through these phases where I feel like I'm just waiting to die. I remember telling my therapist about this, and she said, "Are you waiting to die or wanting to die?" And I couldn't answer that. But I feel like in doing so, I have gained some energy, so that's good. I feel like I'm getting pretty good at being in tune with my body and just being like, if I have like the slightest hunch that my body's like, you're tired, you shouldn't go to the gym, or maybe you should just like sit on a sun lounger for like 3 days or stare into the abyss, maybe you should do it. So that's what I do, and that's what I did. But I feel like I've regained a bit of energy, so that's good. That's positive. And I'm going to go for a little bumble down the road. I've seen on Google Maps that there's a big like secondhand thrifty vintage kind of trendy, cool, hipster, groovy, cool and funky clothes shop. But also there's a cafe there. Buzz off, fly. So I'm going to go have a look. Maybe get a little beverage, you know. And then, yeah, I think I'll look into doing something tomorrow because I've got more energy and I feel like getting out. I want to see some stuff. I want to see some countryside. I'm the thing is with Bali is that you can't just walk around and stumble upon things. You have to know where to go to get on a bike to go and find the thing. And I'm like, well, if I can't just walk and discover these things, how am I going to know where they are? So you have to spend hours on like Google Maps, Instagram, social media. I don't want to do those things. I just want to be outside doing the things. So that's been kind of unfortunate. I've had to do homework and research, and suddenly, it's like Sunday night and I'm 14 and I'm wearing kickers and I've not done my geography homework. Because let's face it, no one does geography homework. But I have had a nice couple days. I've just been watching some stuff on Netflix and listening to music and, just chilling, rebooting, recharging. But, we're playing. Let's go for a walk. just a bit too high for me to see any of the shoes, unfortunately. Christ, that was a nightmare trying to cross the road to get in here. Jesus, I nearly gave up, but I saw some local woman who was just going for it with a bicycle, so I was just like, ah! I just followed suit. But I made it. My mouth is so dry, I need a beverage. Well, I'm back. I came back, I got a bike back. Lemonade the size of my head though. Yeah, the clothes shop was a bit underwhelming. I don't know, maybe I'm just in a funny mood. It's all just like clothes, just regular boring clothes. Call me autistic, but I don't know. Like, I walk around and I'm like, yeah, jeans, t-shirts. I don't, like, shopping always makes me feel a little bit empty and weird. Yeah, I feel like Bali's not really doing it for me at the moment. I think I need to change my approach or try something. Like, I need to do a tour. I need to go see some countryside. I need to see something else, because at the moment I kind of feel like I'm just, I don't know, I'm enjoying being in my villa, I'm enjoying reading and watching Netflix, but I mean, we could be doing that anywhere. Yeah, I'll try a different angle. Good morning. It is about 5:40 a.m. My alarm woke me up at 5 a.m. Oh, I'm very tired. And I seem to not be able to find a pack of levothyroxine, so I'm pretty pissed, to be honest. I don't know where the fuck that's gone. But I can deal with that later. We're going to have an adventure day. I ended up having to book a private car because a lot of places I want to go in the middle of nowhere, and you can get a grab there, but getting a grab back is a bit of a nightmare. Annoyingly, with a lot of these things, I looked at so many tours and things to do and activities, and it's always the same. You always have to pay an extra subsidy for being a single person, like a solo traveller, just like with a cruise. So, like, for hiring a private car, the base rate is for 2 people. So anyway, I ended up having to pay like 45 quid for the day. But that is for like 10 hours or something. And I know my first destination, but after that, I don't really know. So I'm kind of just be like, show me the island, dude. So welcome to the Jatiluwih rice terraces, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And there's no one here. The Jatiluwih rice terraces are located in northern Bali, which are 700 metres above sea level, right next to Mount Batukaru, which is the second tallest volcano on the island. They cover roughly 53,000 hectares and are irrigated by a traditional water system called the subak system, which was created in the 9th century. Subak is a sustainable irrigation system rooted in the philosophy of Sri Hitakarana, which is a central philosophy as part of Balinese Hinduism. And the literal translation is roughly the 3 causes of well-being, or the 3 reasons for prosperity: harmony with God, harmony among people, and harmony with nature or the environment. The water comes from several sources, including springs in Batukari mountain ranges, nearby rivers and volcanic lakes. Through a system of canals, weirs and dams, they run through the rice fields, going through underground tunnels and bamboo spouts. Around the rice fields, there are different types of shrines and temples, also much bigger temples outside of the rice field. There is a hierarchy to the temples, which follow the rule that the more upstream a temple is, the more important it is, and probably a bit bigger. What's really nice about walking in the rice terraces is just this constant presence of the water. You can just constantly hear it. It's bubbling and trickling and running through all these little streams, and even when you can't see it, you can hear it, and it has such different tones and feeling to it, especially just walking around on my own, and you feel so absorbed in the nature and the spirituality of the harmony of living together with these rice terraces and using the water in a healthy, economic way that isn't damaging anyone or the planet. It's really quite beautiful. I was going to do a tour, and I was looking at all the different options for today, and I really wanted to see a rice terrace, but the one that was on the list was like the popular one, and you'll get there like midday and it'll be full of people, and there's all of like the swings that people go on and put pictures on Instagram, and there's like a zip line and cafes and whatnot. But this is just nature, baby. This is what I wanted today. I really just wanted to see some countryside, some nature. My driver too, Wayan. What a dude. So Wayan, that's interesting. So in Balinese culture, you don't have family names. You just have your name, and then you'll be named either. So Wayan means the first. So he's the first, sibling, the firstborn, and then the next one born will have a particular name, and the one after that will have a particular name. So there's obviously hundreds of thousands of Wayans, and he has his own name, but he said, call me Wayan. And it was great driving here, just going through all of the different towns and villages, and he was telling me about places and temples and culture. Great English. I love it. Whenever you speak someone who speaks English as a second language, they're like, teach me some English. And I'm like, you speak English better than I do. Like, I'm just like a really dumb English person that doesn't speak any foreign languages. He was like, oh, you must be so proud to be English. I'm like, no, I don't know, kind of. I had a great moment just like listening to blues and Jimi Hendrix on the way here, and football's very big here. They were saying he likes to watch football on a Saturday, Premier League, and learn his English. What a lad, top geese. He said, teach me some slang. And I got inspiration from Eddie Izzard, and I said, what you want to learn is the word knackered. You'll fit in anywhere. Bit tired, knackered. It's fun walking right next to the rice, but then you kind of like stop and you can still hear rustling, and my brain is just like, what manner of birds and spiders and creatures are hiding in there? It's great. I feel like taking photos of like wildlife and bugs and birds and things, like you're just playing real life Pokemon Snap. Fucking love that game. A friend of mine gave me it on the N64, but for some reason it was in French. But Le Pokemon Snap was great. So far this is all pretty much downhill, so I am very mindful of the fact that however far I go, I have to do the same amount going back uphill, and all the while it's slowly getting hotter and hotter. It's so nice though. Don't know where to go after this. I think Wyan suggested going for like some food, and there's some quite nice waterfalls nearby. I think next time I come to Bali I'll definitely stay in Ubud. It's nice down in the south, but it's just nice to get out. I feel like this is like the Bali that I wanted to see and that you want to stay in. Imagine waking up to this. Well, I've been heading down this path, but I have no idea where it leads. And I think I've walked through like the main section of one rice terrace. I mean, I'm sure I read online that it's like many, many hectares. It's enormous. This is really nice being in the shade for a while. But I think it's time to turn back because I've been about an hour, so it's probably going to take me about a good 40 minutes or so to walk back to the top and meet my driver. And then we can go explore somewhere else. Maybe have a little beverage, a little something something with a nice view. Yeah, let's go. Let's schmoozy. Still no one here. I passed like a couple, like a kind of tourist couple when I first came in. A few people, like workers, have gone past on scooters, and the odd person on like a push bike. I think there's like a few trekking, like hiking trails and cycling trails. If you go through here and then where I ended up down at the bottom in the shade, I think that keeps going. Be really cool to do that on a bike. But yeah, crazy. No one here. Still somehow managed to nearly get run over. Well, I saw a map, and according to that, apparently there's a UNESCO monument and a shrine somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure where. I saw that on the way down. I missed that the road actually split, and there's a fork in the road, and I just naturally went to the left. I don't think I even saw the right side, so I'm wondering if maybe it's down there somewhere, but it's too hot to go start exploring that now. Whew. Yeah, definitely think I'm ready to sit back in an air-conditioned car. I felt bad, there was a geezer selling coconuts down there, and I didn't get one. He was very nice, and I said hello. And now I'm like, oh, maybe I should have got one. But I've seen a couple more people now. Maybe more people will come throughout the day on like tours and whatnot. But my guy, Wayan, my driver, gave me a bottle of water, so I've got that waiting for me in the car. And I'll just send him a message and I'll go meet him at the top. Hi. No, thank you. Oh, I made it to the top. Oh, very dry mouth, very thirsty, very hot. Definitely a few more people starting to come in now, so that's kind of nice. I hope the people sell some coconuts. There are a couple of places dotted on the way down for little beverages with nice views of the terrace, so even if you don't fancy walking all the way down, you can just get dropped off or park at the top, have a little drink, and just soak in the magnificent view. And it really is magnificent. Superb. Jurassic Park. Okay, Ryan's taken me to a waterfall that's pretty close by. It was literally like a 10-minute drive away. He said, I was gonna come, I wanna go down with you, but I have a bad knee. I was like, my guy, you stay in the car. You stay chill. He said, so it was 10,000 rupiah to get in, which is like less than £1. And he was talking to the woman who was selling tickets. Oh, and said that there's only been one other person here this morning. Well, I can hear water and it's much cooler already, which is nice. Which was nice. I'm excited, I can hear water, I can see a bit of a waterfall. Oh, I knew I should have, I brought like my swim stuff with me. What to do? I want to go in. Do I go up and get changed? Also, definitely have to watch a step coming down. There is a railing, but it's a little bit treacherous. Well, I nearly stacked it. What they don't tell you about waterfalls is that it's really hard to stand at the bottom, especially with bare feet. You need a little grippy circuit shoes. Well, I'm wet. I nearly fell over several times. I had to make sure there weren't spiders in my shoes. But I feel alive. Sorry you all had to bear witness to my arse. But at least I had pants on. Yeah, they were the only option I had, I'm afraid. You're welcome. Para Ulan Danu Bratan sits on Lake Bratan and is a 17th century temple dedicated to the Hindu trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and the water from the lake serves the whole area of nearby Bedugul and reflects the spiritual essence of Subak. It's often referred to as the floating temple, as it has the illusion of being completely surrounded by water, especially at high tide, and is dedicated to the Balinese goddess of lakes, rivers, and fertility, and farmers will come here to pray for abundant water to their rice fields and bountiful harvests. I was having a little doze in the car and suddenly feel like a little bit of a sleepy bee. Don't really know what's going on. I'm just kind of bumbling around this temple. Nice though. Looks like an army of people just arrived. Definitely a popular spot. Paid the ultimate price for going in that waterfall. Got a mosquito bite on my ass. I'm back. I'm back in my villa. I had a nice little nap on the way back. When even he had just like some radio on, but then when I woke up after falling asleep, he was like, I put on a Balinese flute for you. Very relaxing, like in spa. I was like, my guy, you're great. And then I came back and my wonderful cleaner had returned my laundry, folded, clean, done in a bag. Perfect. I feel like a king. A king bean. I had some food because I hadn't actually really eaten yet today. And a shower because I stank. I'm just gonna chill out now. I think I need to rest because I'm pretty tired.